Have you ever wondered if happiness can make you successful instead of success making you feel happy? Well, the data's in. Hi, I'm Dr. Wendy Walsh for Local Now. I have a PhD in clinical psychology. I'm also a professor of health psychology. And early in each semester, I have my students watch a documentary called Happy about all the ways around the world that people find happiness, because I know that happiness is directly related to health. Well, there's new news to show that happiness is also directly correlated with success in careers, getting awards, and making money. A new study published in the Journal of Happiness Studies, yes, that's an academic journal, it actually exists. One of the lead authors of the study is Dr. Martin Seligman, a former head of the American Psychological Association and known as the father of positive psychology. They wanted to answer the question, which comes first, happiness or success? So this was a longitudinal study, that's the good kind of research. It lasted for 5 years, and they followed more than 1 million soldiers. And what they did is they looked at their levels of happiness, and then they looked at their progress over the next 5 years. In fact, the researchers who already believed in positive psychology and happiness were absolutely astounded with the results. What the researchers found is that nearly 4 times the amount of awards were earned by soldiers who reported great levels of happiness to begin with. In fact, sometimes the opposite is true. People will finally get their dreams met. They have their dream job, they have their dream spouse, they're making their dream amount of money, and then all of a sudden they're like, is this all that is? I worked so hard for it. So happiness is something we can cultivate so that it can actually lead to success. Now, you should know this. The research also shows that happiness is about 50% genetic. Yeah, about half of our happiness we're either born with or not. And then about 10% of happiness has to do with income and money, getting yourself out of poverty into the middle class. That leaves a whole 40% of happiness that we have control over. So what are the things that research shows are correlated with greater happiness? Great supportive personal relationships, exercise, getting out in nature, finding a hobby that you really enjoy where you can just focus and go into the zone. And finally, practicing gratitude. Yeah, there's lots of research to show that if you look at life as a glass half full, if you're grateful and thankful for what you have, you will have greater feelings of happiness. So try it. Take a hike, exercise, do a hobby, call someone you love. You're going to feel a lot better. Thanks so much for watching here on Local Now. I'm Dr. Wendy Walsh. If you'd like to follow me on my social media, you may. My handle everywhere is @Dr. Wendy Walsh. But we'll see you next time, right here on Local Now.